Have you ever wondered the fastest way to get to Disney's Hollywood Studios?
Today we are racing from the Epcot Resort area to Hollywood Studios on different modes of transportation.
I'm taking the Skyliner.
I'm taking the boat.
And I'm taking my feet.
Let's get to science.
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 Bye.
Science.
Bye, science.
Bye.
Bye. Oh gosh,
See
we're
you
going
there.
the same way.
Oh, this is awkward. We
Why
did
is this
that
always
thing
happen
where
to
you're
us?
like, bye, after like an
Bye.
awkward date.
And
then
now we're going the same way. Oh man.
If you stay in one of these rooms right here at the very corner, you are literally as close to Epcot Center as possible in terms of places to sleep. So I always dreamed about staying in one of these rooms, having a nice leisurely stroll over to the International Gateway entrance of Epcot and having a great day over there. But right now, we're walking over from the Beach Club lobby to the International Gateway station for the Skyliner. We'll see what kind of line there is. I don't think there's going to be a line.
Okay, now.
Now.
Bye. Now goodbye.
Have fun on your
Bird.
boat.
Bye, I will. Have fun on your feet.
I'm watching you, bird.
All right. I lucked out this morning, and by lucked out, I mean, okay, the bird was flying right at me. And by lucked out, I mean, I told everyone if I didn't get the boat, I wasn't filming the video.
This is very slippery. That would be a whole nother video. Molly falls down. Anyway, we are headed from the Epcot Resort area over to Disney's Hollywood Studios to see how quickly you can get there and which mode of transportation is the fastest. This resort area includes the Yacht Club and Beach Club, the boardwalk, and we're gonna pass the Swan and Dolphin right here as well too. So these are some of the most expensive and the most luxurious resorts you can stay at. And the reason that they're so popular is because they are walking distance to Epcot, just a few steps. And then they're walking distance to Hollywood Studios too, as I'm proving right now. Or, as Quincy and Breedlove are proving, there's other modes of transportation. So easy access to 2 theme parks, lots of great dining options, luxurious rooms and amenities. These are gonna cost you a pretty penny.
I actually, when Molly asked if I wanted the boat, I sang a sea shanty instead. So, there's a boat here.
Did Quincy get on that boat? No. Oh no! She was like moments too late. If you want to know how much Quincy likes boats, it's on our Slack channel where I was assigning things for this video. I said, hey, Quincy, I assume you want to take the boat again? And she wrote a sea shanty on Slack as a response about her love of boats. So that's what happens in our Slack channels. It's constant chaos.
Oh, they call me a sea lover, and that's how I be. You'll catch me on the wave where I feel the most free. Just me and my boat drifting peacefully. Why sea land again when the waves fill me with glee? I wrote that.
As of now, it does not appear that we're not going to be in any kind of line here. This is pretty exciting.
Okay, I can walk at my full potential now that I'm not afraid of slipping and falling down. Walking past Swan and Dolphin. These are owned and operated by Marriott, but they get the same perks as a Disney Deluxe Resort, including that early theme park admission and after hours admission. And the rooms are like a fraction of the cost of staying at Yacht Beach or Boardwalk. So these are a great option if you're looking for a hotel. You're not gonna get a lot of the like Disney-ness you would at maybe some other hotels, but you're gonna be in a great area and you're gonna get great perks. Quincy's done resort tours, which you could check out if you wanna see inside the rooms and such. Now I am once again walking, as evidenced by me walking. I don't know why I'm always the one walking. I walked in the Leaving Magic Kingdom experiment, making my way downtown, walking fast, racing fast, and I'm homebound. We've done this experiment long ago, back when they were still individually loading the Skyliners.
Exit the Friendship, and I see AllEars Molly waiting for me like a gorgeous vision.
I actually prefer walking. Let's be honest. I like walking. I like being in control of my own destiny. But a, 15, 20 minute walk is not how some people want to start their day, and I get it. Especially if you've got strollers, wheelchairs, little kids. You spend most of your day on your feet at a theme park anyway. So I certainly understand if you don't want to start your day with a long walk.
The boats in the Epcot Resort area are called friendship boats, and they go to the Boardwalk, the Yacht and Beach Club, which is one stop, the Swan and Dolphin Hotel, and then Hollywood Studios at Epcot. So that one is heading off to Hollywood Studios. That's the boat we were waiting on, but it probably won't be too long because I can see two boats just across the way at Boardwalk. I know that this is the next stop after Boardwalk on the way to Hollywood Studios.
But it's important to get to Hollywood Studios early, as we've shown time and time again with different experiments, different videos. That park is very difficult to navigate right now. Even if you purchase Genie Plus, it is very tricky because there are so many big e-ticket attractions there. Rise of the Resistance, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, Slinky Dog Dash, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Toy Story Mania, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Those are all some of the most popular rides at Disney World, and they're all in the same park. So this park tends to get very busy with very long lines, and it's very hard to strategize. So getting here early is one of the best things you can do at Hollywood Studios, because if you're a resort guest, you can go in for early theme park admission and try to get on Rise of the Resistance or Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, so you don't have to pay for them. They are both fancy rides, which means they're an individual cost per person. And a lot of people don't want to pay $15 per person to ride Rise of the Resistance, and I get it. So you want to get here nice and early. Today, the park opens at 9. Early theme park admission starts at 8:30. So that means resort transportation will likely start running at 7:30. You always want to check with your front desk though, just to make sure. So you could get on the first boat or jump on the Skyliner then. But you could also get a jump on those people by getting on your feet. You can leave on your feet at 7:15, be there at 7:30, and everybody else at all the other resorts is still waiting on their boat, monorail, bus.
Boat route in this area does go Epcot, Boardwalk, Yacht and Beach, Swan Dolphin, Hollywood Studios, and then back the reverse way. So then it comes Hollywood Studios, Swan Dolphin, Yacht and Beach, Boardwalk to Epcot. And those boats just kind of go back and forth. That can vary. No Disney transportation schedule is set in stone, but that's the general route here. So we actually only have one stop.
Bonjour! Comment ça va? Ok, Gaston! Au revoir! Au revoir, Remy! See? I know French. All right, so I know a lot of people look at the Skyliner and go, I want one that's wrapped. I want a character wrap. I've got Clarabelle Cow on my particular ride vehicle. And yes, they do look super cool from the outside. Something to keep in mind though, when your Skyliner vehicle is wrapped with a character wrap, you can't see out of it as well. And you can't take as great pictures.
Skyliner turn station. Well, this special station was designed just for...
This is the sort of view that you end up getting. You get this sort of pixelated mesh effect, and it's not ideal for taking pictures or having an awesome view. So if you want to have a beautiful view and take really great pictures, hope for one that isn't wrapped with character art.
Here she comes. I'm so excited. I love a boat ride. I know Molly likes walking, but I feel like she got the short end of the stick on this one.
It has been 10 minutes since the three of us separated, kind of right outside the beach club. And I walked pretty slow on the boardwalk, so I think we're making good time. And when I say the boardwalk, I understand I wasn't on the Disney boardwalk. I was on a boardwalk, though. I just didn't want to fall down. I hate falling down. It's one of my biggest fears. Anyway, I can see the Skyliner off in the distance, and I'm wondering how Breedlove's doing.
Here's a parking lot. Here's a parking lot full of empty containers. That is pretty cool to me. So they call it backstage. I say, seeing the stuff it takes to make Disney World so cool. Long-winded, but you know, my heart's in the right place.
One time, Molly and I saw a bald eagle on the head of one of the swans. And I think I mention that every time I'm over here. That's fine.
So when you're taking the Skyliner from Epcot to Hollywood Studios, you will end up going into the Riviera station, but you're not going to get out. So if you're staying at Riviera and going to Epcot, keep that in mind. You may have to wait longer than it seems based on the line at your actual resort for a gondola, because you're having to wait until an empty car comes up from Epcot.
I feel like Quincy for sure is having the most luxurious trip to Hollywood Studios, and Breedlove is probably having the most exciting and fun trip to Hollywood Studios.
Here's a parking lot full of empty containers. That is pretty cool to me.
But I'm having probably the fastest trip to Hollywood Studios, and isn't that what's important?
I'm sitting in the back of the boat, pretty much directly on the motor, and it's kind of like being in one of those massage chairs that you see at like department stores. It's pretty nice.
There's a boat coming right there. I wonder if that's Quincy. And just in case, I got to text her something I've always wanted to say. On your left.
All right, after an 8-minute wait, a 2-minute loading process, and a 3-minute boat ride over, we are at the Swan for another round of loading at our last stop before we head on to Hollywood Studios. I wonder if we'll pass Molly.
Okay, approaching our meeting spot, these little benches right here. I'm either right here at the same time as Quincy, or that wasn't her boat. In which case, my on your left joke was useless garbage. But made it to the meeting spot at 18 minutes, 6 seconds. So 18 minutes, we'll say.
One thing I can tell you for sure, no one else is getting a view like this on their way to Hollywood Studios. Believe it or not, when the Skyliner opened in 2019, I was too scared to ride it, and it wasn't until over a year later that my Uncle Graham came and visited and said, we are getting on the Skyliner. I'm gonna lose it.
We are now sailing over to
Uh-oh. This is the line. I don't know if I have to go back and get in that line. I think the only answer is that is for Hollywood Studios right now. Oh no, friends.
I see what looks from this distance to be a blonde person filming themselves. So, seems to me like that could be Blood Molly from AllEars. Parking the boat, very important part where you tie the boat up. Otherwise, people could fall in the water like me. I'd probably fall in the water. Man, feet are faster than boats. It's just science at this point, I guess.
Bad news. It loops around up there. And then we have to get into that queue.
Early theme park entry started 10 minutes ago, officially, but it probably started earlier than that. Let's look at the big boys. 20 minutes for Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, 30 for Smuggler's Run, 5 at Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky Dog 75, yikes, Rise's temporary close, classic. Toy Story Mania 30 and Tower of Terror temporarily closed. That's not great. But if I were headed into the park right now, as a resort guest, I would be headed to Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because that's $8 per person. You could save yourself a little moolah, $8 per person. That's a snack each, and I would head on that one. I just did a perfect day in Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that's what I did. I waited about 25 minutes first thing in the morning to get on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and then I purchased Rise the Resistance, which I know is steep, but I would rather know for sure that I can ride it with as many technological issues and how long that wait is. I would rather have a time locked and loaded. But it looks like there she is.
Oh, it's busy in there.
I see her.
Hollywood Studios and Molly. Oh, it's bright. I'm just gonna walk with my eyes closed.
Hey, I'm right here. Hey,
Hey!
hey, I'm right here.
Oh my gosh, hey!
Hey, it's me.
Hey, Molly,
It's
hey!
me right here.
Oh, hey, Molly.
I'm right here.
Oh,
Quincy.
where are you?
Hey, right here.
You right here?
Hey,
Hey.
how long did it take you?
It took me, what's 16 plus 8? 20.
24.
No,
24.
24. It took me 24 minutes.
24. And it
Yeah.
took us about 24 minutes to just do that math also, which is very embarrassing.
That's fine. It's cool.
When it's not busy, you can often get a gondola just to your travel party, which for me often means I'm riding in the Skyliner gondolas completely by myself. But when it's really busy like this, they definitely start to load parties together that don't know each other, and I think that's what's going to happen today. It'll be interesting to see how many other parties I end up with, how many people they load into the vehicle in total, but that's something I'm preparing myself for.
And I had to walk very slow by Yon Beach because I almost fell down on the wood like 4 times. And that would have been a different video. Like, Molly breaks a hip.
Molly makes it.
End of video.
It's a really fun video.
It would be really fun. We could answer all your questions on how to avoid medical
not
disasters.
breaking your hip
but
in Disney World.
All right, Molly's been there for a long time by now, and I'm sure that Quincy has gotten there by now. And I am still in a long line for the second full leg of my Skyliner journey.
Those are very cute. What are they comfy?
Yeah, they're pretty comfy.
You think I could walk in them?
I think you could walk in them. You know what else I think?
Yeah.
Your shoes are comfy. I think that you could probably walk in one of these.
Should we switch shoes right now?
Just one shoe though?
Just one shoe.
It's not quick. We still got a ways to go. But we're getting there. We're going to get to Hollywood Studios. Mark my words. We'll get there.
Comment below if you would like us to do shoe science.
We'll wear one Croc and one native.
Yeah, or one Croc and one sneaker.
Or one stiletto high one stiletto high heel and one flip flop.
One brand new, never been worn, cheap stiletto.
And a broken in.
And a Croc.
And a Croc.
If you want that.
If you want that.
All right, we're off the Skyliner, and we are on our way to meet up with Molly and Quincy. I know we're last place. The question now is, how many minutes did we lose by? I think it's a lot.
Yeah, you can sit on a gator and like hold its mouth shut. And you can feed it and stuff.
No, why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you do
that?
Why
would you? Molly, teeth, that's why.
It will be so cool.
If you get your whole arm bit off by a gator and you can't selfie video anymore, what are you going to do?
I have another arm.
Okay.
We did it! We did it! Yay!
Woo!
So how much did I lose by?
A lot.
A lot.
Right?
A whole bunch.
Yeah,
Do you know
we rode Rise the Resistance.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was super fun.
That's like the literal meanest thing you could say.
Got caught by stormtroopers.
Is it broken?
Classic.
Is it?
Yeah,
of course.
Of
Of course it is.
Breedlove, how long did it take?
41 minutes.
41 minutes.
Took me 24 minutes.
Took me 18 minutes.
So
half.
really, the Skyliner is by far the worst way to get to
If
Hollywood.
you want
It's
a
the
nice
slowest way.
If you want a nice Skyliner flight.
But
it
it's
wasn't.
pretty. So I guess the moral of the story is, if you are coming to Hollywood Studios early for early theme park entry, you need to leave early
Yes.
if you want to use the Disney transportation, especially the Skyliner. Mm-hmm. So we are going to do this again in a little bit, let the crowds die down so you can see what like the mid-morning crowds look like. But until then, should we get coffee?
Yes.
Should we go to a secret coffee place most people don't know exists?
Yes.
Should we take a boat to get there?
I knew you were. You know what they pick when it's not a race? They pick the boat.
Yeah.
Every time.
Luxurious.
Every time.
We have arrived. I'm just taking B-roll. This is not the surprise we're gonna show everyone.
Cappuccino.
We are here at the Dolphin to go to Fuel, which is the coolest coffee shop you've probably never been to at Disney World. Look at this candy art.
Mike Wazowski.
Here inside Fuel, it's a full coffee bar, so if you would like any kind of fancy coffee, cold brew, latte, whatever you'd like, they have that. They have their version of a Frappuccino. They also have a bunch of teas. They also do sandwiches, pastries. You could grab, as you can see, lots of grab-and-go stuff, lunch options. This is a very good little...
Bonus. There's Dole Whip over there.
There's Dole Whip. We
It
can
comes
have,
out of the wall.
we can have Dole Whip right now. Also, fun fact, this beer is made specifically for the Swan and Dolphin, which you know how I feel about exclusive beer. Definitely not having a beer at 9 o'clock in the morning. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Quincy, do I need this? I had to buy it. I'm gonna see if I can put other stuff in it afterwards. No, he's just hanging out with us. Are you guys still here? Here's our little brunch moment.
I got the standard, which is bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant roll situation. Looks very good. It's good.
Got the garbanzo bean banh mi.
Ooh.
Whoa, better than I remember.
Yay.
Oh.
It looks good. Like, I would eat that.
I like.
Wait, are you? Are you a vegan?
Wait a minute, are you a vegan?
Cat's out of the bag.
And then I got what they call the Popeye. I ripped it open so I could see inside. It's egg whites, feta, and spinach in a wrap. This does remind me of the one at Starbucks, but better. It tastes fresher. Like that one, I always get it, but it tastes like a Hot Pocket, kind of, like texturally. This tastes more, it's more of a wrap. There is something spicy. There's like a spicy aioli on here, which I'm liking. I may add some hot sauce as well. Eggs good, lots of spinach, a little saltiness from the feta. I would get this again too. It's a good grab and go breakfast.
Yeah.
All right, we have had breakfast, coffee. We are ready for take two.
Science 2.
It's about 10:30, so we are way past rope drop crowds.
Yep.
All right, shall we?
And
Science. We didn't practice that.
No, we didn't. We're so good at things.
I thought you were gonna say break, and we both.
It looks like the boat didn't just pull away this time.
Yeah, but you think you're gonna make that?
Yeah, I think I can make it. It's on its way over right now. That's not the right one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the right one.
I was like, I don't think you're gonna make that.
I'm gonna make the right
It's like
one.
you better start walking faster if you think you're gonna make the boat that's at the dock right this second.
More swimming.
That's our next video.
That's our next video.
We are gonna
Swimming?
we're gonna bring in Morgan to swim. from
the Epcot Resort area to Hollywood Studios.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
For-
Please
for
do not
legal-
swim
for
in the
legal
waterways.
reasons. Look at my camera and say it.
For legal reasons, this is a joke. Do not swim in the
No
waterways.
swimming.
We're on our way back to the Skyliner station at International Gateway.
It's not wet here anymore. This is where I'm making my time up, baby. Look how fast I can walk when I'm not afraid of slipping. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The outside seats were filled this time, but I'm inside the boat and we're stopping off. Shorter loading process this time.
And look at here, we got an unwrapped gondola, which means we get to see out of it, take our footage, and get some really beautiful views.
I'm sure a lot of y'all from actual cold places are laughing at me for having a hot coffee and a blanket scarf and a jacket when it's literally 58 degrees out. That's cold for here. But that does remind me, one thing people message us about a lot are how to pack for the winter in Florida. And the answer is layers. You want layers this time of year because it was literally like 40 this morning. And it's gonna get up to 60, low 60s. It might get up to 70 later this week. So you wanna be able to like add and take off things. I also wanna highlight that I do walk pretty fast. So it was 18 minutes there last time. That may be a little bit faster than the average family toting a bunch of people can get there. But still not a bad walk if you have the drive and power to get there at rope drop first. I don't see a boat. I wonder how Quincy's doing.
Quick 2 minutes of loading and we're off again.
So what you can do is actually press your phone against the glass like this, gently. You know, don't push the window out, but you can lightly hold your phone against the actual window, which takes away a lot of the glare and a lot of the reflection. So you're able to get this really beautiful crystal clear footage of the Skyliner route.
We are now approaching the Skyliner turn station.
'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you tonight. Do, 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 do. I see the Skyliner out there. Looks like it's on slow mode. They've reduced the speed, must be loading. Oh, nope, it stopped.
Uh-oh, I think we have a little problem. We are stopped here before, oh, okay, we're starting to move.
Okay, it's moving again.
I switched sides of the boat so I can scour the walkway for Molly. She might still be ahead of us, but we might pass her.
There is a boat. It's gaining on me. I don't know if that's Quincy or not, but if so, She will probably make it to our meetup spot before me. But it means I can say my thing again.
Oh, Molly spotted.
On your left, I am Captain America. I knew it. But I'm waving. If it's not Quincy, those people think I'm weird.
Cheers. I don't know if she can see me at all. These windows are very tinted. But there she is. We're passing her. So we might actually beat Molly this time. That'd be cool. Kind of depends on the docking process.
Do you remember how cool this fire station was when they first built it? This design with the giant brick and the Dalmatian spots. You can't see the Dalmatian spots from this side, but listen, this was very cool, okay? The 90s had a lot to offer, and this fire station on Walt Disney World property was one of them, in my opinion.
There was also no boat at the dock when we pulled up, which means our boat ride itself was a minute shorter. So I still think Molly and I are going to walk up the ride about at the same time. But I think I'll beat her by a bit. Yay!
Here's the Skyliner. Yep. I see Quincy far away, but over at our spot. And I wonder what Breedlove is doing.
Check this out, no line this time. We are walking right on to our gondola for Hollywood Studios. Hopefully this time alone too.
Hello.
Hello.
I won.
You did. It took me 19:59, so
It's-
20 minutes to get here this time.
It took me 17:58.
Nice.
So 18 minutes.
So I feel like with the boat, it's entirely dependent on how fast you get on a boat.
Absolutely it is.
And
Because it was exactly the same except I didn't wait 8. Well, actually, we had a couple, our loading times at all the docks were lighter, and we didn't have to, this morning I had to wait for another boat to leave here before we could pull in. So a couple things went right this time.
A couple variations,
Yeah.
but primarily it's waiting to get
Primarily
on, for the
it's
boat.
waiting to get on the boat, yeah.
With
But
your-
that's only 8 minutes,
Yeah.
which is not bad.
With your feet, it's primarily dependent on how
The
fast
drive
you
and the
can walk.
power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had 2 minutes less driving
2
power
minutes
this
less
time.
drive and power this time.
So the wait time for this gondola to Hollywood Studios from Caribbean Beach Resort was exactly 0 minutes. We literally walked right on to our own gondola this time. Last time it took 17 minutes. So we are saving tremendous amounts of time just based on that. And I haven't heard from Molly or Quincy, so anything's possible at this point. I think Molly's probably gotten there by now. We might beat Quincy this time.
What do you think Breedlove's doing?
My guess would be singing to himself.
I think he's thinking about Horizons.
I was gonna say he's singing the Horizons theme song.
That's
to
probably
himself.
true.
Have you ever dreamed the dream of the children? Can you please leave me alone? I would like to finish. Can I stop? Finish singing my song?
Welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner. Wave to your adoring fans.
Today we're flying over Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
It's a Junkanoo celebration.
Here in Hollywood Studios, still have not heard from Quincy or Molly. I have no idea where we are ending up right now. Oh, I see them both over there at our location. Clearly, we are once again in last place. It's now just a question of how many minutes we lost by. How much worse is the Skyliner than the boat? That's the real question of this video.
I have to say that I if I were gonna have a leisurely morning around the boardwalk area, I might take the Skyliner over, just because I know that line's shorter.
But not for rope
But
drop.
not for rope.
Yeah, I
drop.
think if you want a rope drop and you guaranteed want to get here as early as you can, your feet are the best option.
Walk and move and groove.
You can leave earlier than the boat or the Skyliner operates, so you can get a jump on everyone that's taking other modes of transportation, and you're in control of your own destiny when you're on your feet. But if you don't want to walk, if a 15-20 minute walk starting your theme park day doesn't sound like something you want to do, the boat is probably your best bet for
Yes.
getting here at rope drop.
It's also delightful.
But for the most, I mean, there's novelty to the Skyliner, so I think if rope drop doesn't matter to you, if you're coming later in the evening, check out the Skyliner and enjoy the fun of being on the Skyliner.
Absolutely. I will come and just ride the Skyliner as a fun
I want us
thing
to
do.
ride it back.
Yeah.
Let us know what other science you want to see, what experiments do you want to do. We can do more transportation experiments, we can do more genie, lines, shoes.
The shoe experiment has to happen.
Make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos when they do happen.
Thanks for watching. Now go watch our Escape from Magic Kingdom video.
Bye.